The world of fast fashion. Is it good? Is it bad? I think that the answer lies somewhere in the middle. I think it comes to no surprise that most of us have quite a few items from fast fashion stores, and it makes sense. They're affordable, convenient, because you can find them anywhere, and they keep their stock up to date all the time, so at any point we can look like we're rocking the latest and greatest. But on the flip side, with what we're gaining with price and convenience, we're usually sacrificing in terms of quality. So today I want to talk to you guys about getting the best bang for your buck when shopping fast fashion, what makes sense to buy, and what you should consider skipping out on in order to get something a little higher quality. I've got a list of 8 different clothing items and whether you should or shouldn't get them from fast fashion. So let's get into it. Starting out with the basics, let's cover jeans and t-shirts. Personally, for the most part, both of these are a drop for me. When it comes to things like your basics, these are things that you are going to be wearing a lot, and therefore you're going to be washing them a lot. The lower the quality something is, the less cycles it can handle before it starts to fall apart. In terms of t-shirts, this is something we all wear all the time, and I've been much happier purchasing a higher quality tee that lasts a long time, as opposed to constantly cycling through with fast fashion alternatives. The only time that I'd buy a $6 fast fashion shirt is if I'm in a pinch and I need something quick for something specific. As for an alternative, I love cut shirts. You may have seen them from other sponsored videos here on YouTube. I'm hoping to work towards a deal myself, but this is not sponsored. I bought cuts with my own money, absolutely love those shirts. As for jeans, same thing. And I'll be the first to admit that I didn't really appreciate or understand the difference between a fast fashion pair of jeans and something higher quality, coming something, like from All Saints, for example, they have great denim. And I didn't understand the difference because I just never really decided to make the leap until kind of recent. When I did, I can tell you that a good quality pair of jeans will stay fitting you the way that they're supposed to for years. The worst thing about fast fashion jeans, I'm sure you guys can relate, they might fit great in stores, but a couple weeks into it and they start getting all loose, all baggy, and you have to throw them in the wash to tighten it up. And then of course that just deteriorates the denim even faster. And I'm not saying that I don't have any fast fashion jeans, because I definitely do, but my new purchases are higher quality, and I'm slowly transitioning to no fast fashion jeans, but I do have some right now. From there, I want to touch on flannels. Flannels are a great fast fashion buy. From my experience, there's not much of a quality difference from fast fashion flannels and your premium options. Like this one, for example, I've had this flannel from Zara for over 2 years now, and it's pretty much good as new. I've bought multiple flannel shirts from fast fashion stores in the past that have all held up the test of time, and have gotten tons and tons of use out of it. Next up, leather jackets. And this one is kind of, iffy. I understand that a lot of guys want that cool guy look that a leather jacket can provide, but just can't, afford to pay that price for the real deal. The thing is, fast fashion stores know that actual leather is considered a luxury, so they're still going to be charging you a premium in fast fashion senses for something that is just, not nearly worth what they're charging. Fast fashion leather jackets range anywhere from $100 to over $200, and even though it might sound like a steal compared to the real deal, in reality, they're charging you based on the fact that real leather is so expensive, not because the quality of their fake leather is actually good. If you're looking to add some leather to your wardrobe, I highly recommend saving up for the real deal. You're gonna have a piece that just lasts you a lifetime. It feels great, it ages really nicely. But if you're vegan, then obviously none of this applies. Now, leather jackets aside, let's talk general outerwear, such as this. Like this. Jackets, bombers, coats, anything that you would typically layer with. I think for these kind of pieces, fast fashion is a great way to go. And the main reason is because you rarely need to, if ever, actually wash these pieces. Again, the washer and dryer are fast fashion's worst nightmare. So if you're dealing with layer pieces that aren't going to be hitting the washing machine, then you'll have a piece that can really last you as long as you enjoy wearing them. This, for example, is from Topman. I've had this for, I think, over 2 years as well. For the most part, besides the bits of hair from the dog, it's holding up pretty well. And the good news is there's an infinite amount of jackets available out there. So this really gives you plenty of affordable options that you can rest assured it's going to last you a long time going down the fast fashion route. And now, shoes. This one kind of depends on what you're looking for. Generally, quality with fast fashion shoes is just not there. They tend to be some of the first pairs of shoes to break down. I bought plenty in the past that start breaking down, start wearing really quick within like the first month of wear. Not only that, but so many of these shoes are straight rips and knockoffs of luxury designs. And if anyone has an eye for fashion, this looks like an ill attempt at trying to be something that you're not. If you do want to buy the cheap fast fashion shoes, I'd recommend sticking to the basics and the classic designs, but even then, you're not getting something that's going to last very long. On the other hand, brands like Adidas, Puma, Converse, or in my case, PF Flyers is what I've got going on right here, and even a good amount of shoes from Aldo can offer you an affordable pair of shoes that will be higher quality than what you'd be getting at any of these fast fashion stores. You can still find the budget-friendly options outside of fast fashion, and I think a lot of people don't realize that they can do that, and that's why they rely on fast fashion stores so much. Suits are generally a good buy if you get a tailor involved. You guys all know the saying, a suit that fits you well is 100% better looking than an expensive suit that doesn't. I've been happy with my suit purchases in the past, like this one that you're seeing here. It's from Topman, because the fit is there, and that is the most important thing when it comes to a suit. And finally, hoodies, which I guess is kind of like an outerwear, but usually a bit of a different material. In my opinion, good fast fashion buy. I've got a number from fast fashion brands and more premium brands, and I find that there's usually not too much of a difference. You might come across the occasional one that shrinks in the washing machine. Again, I think most people aren't washing their hoodies all that often, and that's really the key here. If it's something that you're not gonna be washing too often, it's gonna last a lot longer. And actually, I've got a 9th one. I said 8, but number 9 is anything trend related. If you're trying to experiment with a new trend, you see something that you haven't really tried before, I think fast fashion is a good way to kind of test the waters and see if it's something that you would like. If you end up liking it, you might wanna invest in something higher quality. If you don't like it, then, I mean, you're probably still within your return period, but at the very least, you wouldn't have paid some crazy price for something that you were like, actually, doesn't really suit me. So if you're into the trend game, you're into seeing, you know, the latest and greatest, trying to apply some new stuff to you, fast fashion is a great way to go, because not only is the budget or, you know, the price there, but also fast fashion tends to stay on top of the trends really well. So yes, guys, that's my list of what you should and shouldn't buy from fast fashion. Do you at the end of the day, but what I'm trying to do is just save you a couple dollars. You know, there's no point in buying stuff from fast fashion time and time again if that's gonna lead up to the same price as purchasing something that's gonna last you a long time and be of higher quality. So take it as you will. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you're new, and I will see everybody next time.